Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you all so very much. Thank you to the Academy. Thank you to all of you in this room.
Thank you so much. Wow.
You are original. You are one of a kind.
Actually, having your love is the greatest award in the world every day.
Welcome, everybody, to the 5th Annual MEGYS, the original physical media award show. Wow, it has gone by in a blink of an eye, 5 years, but we are here to celebrate the year of 2025 for physical media releases. So this is going to be a ton of fun. We have 15 categories, so 15 awards, trophies to give out tonight. We'll go through our nominees. We'll announce winners, some honorables as well. But let's just start with Academy introductions. And the Academy will let you know a little bit about them and also what categories they are representing tonight and basically how they thought 2025 went for physical media. So, of course, Huck, you are an OG on the Academy. So how's everything going out there for you?
It is fantastic, everyone. Welcome to the show. I'm excited to be here. Got a great panel to kick it off tonight. It's going to be a stacked award show. We got some amazing presentations you guys are just going to love. Some surprises, some predictions. Who knows? But it's going to be a good one. So stick around for the 5th Annual MEGY Awards.
I love that. Great job on that, Huck. And, of course, what are your categories you are representing tonight?
All right. My categories that I will represent tonight will be the best studio and the best title released on 4K. So those will be the two I'm giving away tonight. And I got some nice trophies to present to the winner.
And to clarify for the audience, the 4K category is a studio release, non-boutique, okay?
Non-boutique. Yeah.
But looking for like that epic picture and sound by a studio release. So very excited. And that was a close one. I can't wait till you go over the results there.
Oh, yeah. It's like by a nail, y'all.
Yeah, very interesting. Yeah, can't wait for that.
And then, of course, we got Chris, new to the Academy. Finally, I found somebody that could represent Vinegar Syndrome. After it only took 5 years, people, but finally we got some representation there. So, Chris, you excited to be a part of the Academy this year?
Absolutely, I am. I'm dealing with the big dogs here, so I'm all ready to go. I'm into, of course, slashers and the giallo. I am representing Arrow this year, so the Arrow Academy, you can say. Just my thought, it's probably the best year we've ever had for physical media releases, I believe, in memory. Banger after banger after banger after banger. Some stuff, unfortunate news, not so much. Of course, we're missing a very good person here in Caveman. I just want to give a shout out to Mr. Guy Berry. May he rest in peace. A great dude. I've done streams with him in the past. He's a buddy of mine. But yeah, this is for you, Caveman. You know, so it's all good. I can't wait to show off these labels that I have. There's a good one. Number one, I have my trophy in the back there for my number one release from Arrow. I can't wait to do this.
I know you look like you just popped out of the Mask movie right there. Like you got the hat, you're ready to go, just right off the slipcover. I love it. And then, of course, we got Nate. He's been here a few times.
Yeah.
Excited?
Well, I am. I'm really excited. And I've been on these live streams with a lot of you guys. Chris, it's nice to meet you. But I was going to say we're going to be doing 2 different titles.
Oh,
oops, you automatically muted yourself.
It's the suspense.
Secret.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Now I can. Yeah.
Was I muted the entire time?
No, just for a little bit.
Halfway
just for
through.
a second. Okay, let's restart that. I'm Nathan Jones, and I use specifically Blu-rays with Nathan Jones, film journeys with Nathan Jones. I've had different iterations on my channel. This year in physical media has been fantastic. I've cut back a lot, but I've also been really particular, and there's been way too many good releases out. This year I'll be representing Criterion, and then also I will be representing the best boutique label.
Yeah, and especially with Criterion there, that was a tough job this year getting the 4 nominees because they had so many banger releases to narrow down just the 4. You did a great job with that. So very excited.
May have some honorable mentions here.
Ooh. So can't wait to see those. And then, of course, we got Jordan. Jordan, you are also new to the Academy, right?
I am. This is my first time. Thank you for asking me. I'm excited. Yeah, the movie den. Just talk about movies and film, and that's about all we do over here. But yeah, the the two categories I'm representing or going to be presenting, I should say, is box sets. So best box sets and second sight. So I'm really excited. Got some fun trophies. Similar to what Nathan said, I have a couple honorable mentions. And this year, I'd have to agree with everyone who said so far. This has been an amazing, amazing year for physical media releases. Quality releases have been really astounding. There's been some new labels on the block, which I'm always a fan of. So really excited for 2026 and moving forward.
Yeah, second sight. I had to have you do that one because I know you're the second sight expert out there, and especially with second sight winning the boutique label tournament. Oh man, that was a great moment this year as well.
Oh, yeah.
Got all
We
three
got
winners
the
here, by
whole
the way,
second
Mike.
sight winning
Yeah,
trophy,
right.
Yeah, shout out to Jay Jordan.
Just dominated everybody. Amazing. All right, Jake, you are back again.
This is my third year. Yeah, I like doing these. I always like reminiscing in the year of physical media because I feel like the year goes by so quickly and there's so many great releases. So this is nice to have like a nice stamp of the year. It's awesome. And this year I'm going over two side tangents in physical media I absolutely love: Umbrella Entertainment and SteelBooks. So yeah, can't wait to bust into those.
I know the audience would be shocked if they didn't hear Steelbook. If you were doing slipcover and said, well, what happened?
No,
so, of course,
that doesn't sound right coming out of my mouth.
And then, of course, Tony in OG.
Yeah, I'm back from my fifth MEGYS. And this year I'll be presenting slipcovers because I do love my slipcovers. And I also have Scream Factory and Shout Factory releases. So very happy to be representing them.
Yeah, that was an interesting category because you kind of had to pick, something from Shout, get some Scream Factory one in there and kind of mix and match. But you did a great job with that. So
thank you.
Very excited for all these categories tonight. For me, I will be representing Best Blu-ray, which means it did not have a 4K release, okay? Some people got confused on that in the audience. They're like, where's this title? Where's that title? I'm like, no, it also got a 4K. This is Blu-ray solo, okay? Only Blu-ray, studio or boutique release, but only a Blu-ray release. And then, of course, we got Kino Lorber. Got to recognize the classic label up there. So Kino Lorber as well. That one was tough to decide as well. Both were tough. I was back and forth on nominees the whole time. And then, of course, we'll do the best piece of physical media for 2025. That means best overall. Can't wait for that category. That will be at the end. But wow, this is going to be so exciting, guys. Just to remind the audience here, if you love physical media, of course, mega smash the like and subscribe and comment in celebration of 2025. Let us know in the comments what were some of your favorite physical media releases of the year. Also, if you want to unlock some thank you videos, some giveaways, consider some super chats to support the channel. And also, if you'd like to choose a new physical media category for 2026 to be at the next MEGYS, consider a high tier membership. That is going to be a special perk for whoever becomes a high tier member tonight, if that does happen. So that's really cool. You'll be able to choose your category, your nominees, all that fun stuff. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into, of course, now our audience real quick, because we've got to celebrate the audience here with our channels. We do have a high tier member in here tonight. We got Collector Movie Man. Very excited. Hoping for some releases to be included. We'll have to see. But once again, hey, you never know. So we'll see that there. Movie Hunters. Well, we got Adrian out there. Smirk is in here. Jeff is in here. This is incredible. Wow. Such a great audience. We got Will in here as well. I mean, amazing. So let's go and get into these categories. Let's start with a best Blu-ray here of 2025. And let me go ahead and get into our honorable mentions here. And I'll kind of zoom in here. So honorables, like I said, I was back and forth on a lot of these. First honorable mention is going to be Emperor Jones, a very underrated Blu-ray. They did some great restoration work with this one, gave it a really cool slipcover as well. And it got super cheap to like $6. So not enough people picked this one up. If you love classic movies, like I said, restoration work on this was really incredible. So yeah, I had to recognize that one, at least for an honorable. Next up, of course, I love what Lionsgate has been doing. So All of Me, a beautiful slipcover, really fun comedy. It's just a classic. So really like what Lionsgate did with this Blu-ray release. So really nice. I like that one. Some good special features there too. All right, and then next up, of course, oh man, we do have as well Friendship, which was a really underrated title of the year, a dark comedy, really funny. But I love what A24 did with this. It was really cool. The packaging on the inside is incredible, a lot of detail. And so, yeah, awesome A24 movie. And then, of course, another Lionsgate one that actually made the nominee list is going to be May. And then, of course, and that's what just had a ton of special features. And yeah, it was pretty fun to go through this. It's like a slasher movie, a little bit dark comedy in there as well. And then we had to have The Day the Earth Blew Up, a Looney Tunes movie. This is another nominee right here. I mean, come on, Looney Tunes in 2025. The animation looked incredible. It was just super fun. The voice cast was excellent. So really impressed with this one. So that was another nominee. So for our nominees again, and I'll get to the fourth one too. We had The Day the Earth Blew Up, Looney Tunes movie. We had May, right? Excellent Lionsgate one. We had Friendship from A24. And then the fourth nominee, that is also the winner, that is stacked over here. So let me grab it. It's going to be Summer Rental. Yay! Summer Rental, fourth nominee, is the clear winner for this one. People just love a good John Candy movie. And what Kino Lorber did, actually finally getting this to a Blu-ray. It was stuck, I think, on DVD for the longest time. And this is a big upgrade, because if you ever watch this one on an old disc format or on TV, the Blu-ray looks so much better. So was so happy this one won. And yeah, it won by a big margin. So really happy with that. So the trophy for Summer Rental is going to be the Wall-E, because a lot of Blu-ray cases come in like recycle cases now that are really cheap. So the Wall-E will represent the Blu-ray release of the year, once again being Summer Rental. So I got to hear you guys' thoughts, reactions. Were you happy Summer Rental took this one home? Did you like the nominees, honorables? What do you guys think up there? Anybody go for it?
Oh, I would definitely say of the ones you had up there, that should be the clear winner. I know there are other ones that came out on Blu-ray only, like Here, Saturday Night, other movies like that as well. That might have been a little bit stiffer competition for Summer Rental, but yeah, of the ones you picked, I think that's the clear winner. Good choice. I watched it myself a couple months ago.
I agree with that. I'll second what Huck said. Yeah, John Candy film that hasn't been like ever kind of released. It has been in the past, but yeah, that's a rare one from him. What a great actor he was. Hilarious, dude. If you haven't seen his films, definitely watch him. If you haven't, it's great stuff.
Everybody else pretty happy with that winner there?
Yeah, I like to see that the Vesterons got some love too. I think that overall, I like to see a resurgence come back in that label, and to have two of the nominees be Vestron was a nice thing to see.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. They had some good ones come out this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, All of Me was a great. I'd have been happy with that one winning as well. I've been waiting for that one longer than Summer Rental. So
I know, right? Yeah,
that one. I'm a Steve Martin fan, so I was kind of pulling for that one, but I'm happy.
Yeah, that's a rarity. Yeah, because of those films.
All of Me got two releases too. They got an Umbrella release, a box set as well this year, or last year, 2025. So yeah, they got a lot of love.
And I would say
that was tough.
Friendship.
That was tough to decide who was going to get the nominee behind May and All of Me, because I only wanted to do one Lionsgate release, and I went with May because it just had way more special features. So
right, for Friendship went under the radar in the theaters. That's a rare comedy. You don't get stuff like that anymore. Specifically with Paul Rudd, good for him. He needs to start doing those type of comedies. You know what I mean? He kind of had a down few years, and coming back there, seeing films like that with him in it, and it's like, yeah, there you go.
Well, I'd say out of all of those, I was bummed the most that didn't get a 4K release, that they just kind of only put out a Blu-ray for that one, just because it isn't a release movie.
At least it has a really good and deleted scene on there.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you can't get.
Yeah, I was surprised that didn't get more votes. Like that was getting barely any votes, and I assume a lot of people just haven't seen the movie.
Yeah,
But
because
it's like dark comedy gold. Like the Toad scene alone was hilarious.
yeah, I just don't think a lot of people saw it. I saw it and I enjoyed it, but I just don't think a lot of people saw it.
I'm a big Tim Robinson fan, so it was a must for me. So
There we go. So yeah, best Blu-ray of 2025 summer rental. So looks like we're all happy with that winner there. All right, next up we're gonna have best umbrella. So Jake, take it away.
I feel like every year I come on one of these, Umbrella just consistently stair step up, and people are starting to look forward to what Umbrella has to release, when a couple of years ago people had never even heard of the label. So 2025, they had a bunch of great looking releases. The 4 nominees are Hardware, a movie that people have wanted for the longest time, and Umbrella always give us great box sets for stuff.
Yes, they do.
Big beefy suckers. We got Hardware. Next one, another long time coming on physical media. We've got Freaked on glorious 4K. It's insane the amount of special features that were on this release. The amount of love for a 90s forgotten little hidden gem is very, very cool to see. Here's a movie that was stuck on streaming that got a 4K release with You Were Never Really Here. The 4K trailer looks absolutely stunning. One of my favorites of the year. And if you've never seen it, Joaquin Phoenix is in the movie, starring in it. A Lynn Ramsey directed film, who has another movie out this year. Just great, beautiful, hauntingly devastating movie.
I've seen that on Amazon. Yeah, that's one of his best roles there. It's really twisted, man. It's dark. Yeah.
Very good. And this one for me was one that I've wanted on 4K forever. So when Umbrella announced that they were putting out The Fall, I was a very happy boy. Tarsa movie also got some love this year with a 4K of The Cell. If you are a fan of Pan's Labyrinth, it's that type of like dark fairy tale vibes going through The Fall. Really enjoyed this film. Really enjoyed all 4 of these releases, really. But the winner of best Umbrella release with a whopping 36% of the vote is the 4K of Freaked. People really loved this one. I actually have a special feature on this release as well, so it's kind of cool to see the award go to this one. And the award is a little Marcel the Shell, because he's a little freak, so having him go on there just kind of seemed apropos.
Congrats on that, Jake, by the way.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And then I've had a couple more announced the past month. The train keeps on going, and this was the first one. So to have a video essay on here, it's still kind of baffling, because this box set is a monster. It's great.
It's a great one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've seen none of those Umbrella releases, but I will say Umbrella was a boutique label I didn't know much about, and I didn't have any title from Umbrella until this year. Now I have like 10 titles, because they just did their buy one, get one free sale. I just started picking up stuff, and I'm like, wow, Umbrella is impressing me. So I think I'm getting more Umbrella in the next few years.
I've helped them spread the word on their company since 2021. And just to kind of see the stair step that they've taken year after year, it's awesome, to where they're coming out with box sets like this and are really striving to make certain releases like the ultimate edition of that movie. I as a collector, I love to see it.
I know Jordan may mention the film since he has Second Sight, but a couple of years ago they released Possession. That's a great release. I have Talk to Me. I have The Big Hand. I have that SteelBooks. Like, that's a great release. Great stuff. It's a great label. I agree.
Yeah, and they have a lot of good Australian films that we've never had over here. So I really enjoy watching some of those. I've been watching, I think I've seen 3 of them last month, just the Australian films, and some of them are really strange, but they're good.
New World Pictures, they released the Punisher film with Dolph Lundgren. a few years ago. I mean, that's the first time I've ever seen that film on Blu-ray, and I love that Punisher film a lot. So
I don't know if you got this box set, Tony. Kiwi Colt. It's just about Australian weird ass movies. Very, very solid stuff. And they also have their Ozploitation Classics line. I like how they're still trying to spread out to more popular titles and keep their heritage in Australian cinema alive and thriving.
Yeah.
Huck, are you excited for Umbrella now? Have they convinced you the look of the umbrella?
Oh yeah, sign me up. Yeah. No, I have a few umbrellas. It's definitely a smaller titles in my collection from them, but yeah, I got a few. That big old chunky box though, Jake, that thing's crazy.
That's all of them. Yeah, all of them got big.
Yeah, they all come like that.
Yeah.
And then if you don't want the chunky box, they got some really just the slipcover edition that goes inside the chunky box.
Yeah, you could
they
just
sell
get
those separately.
Right.
Yeah, like with the hitcher. They get out the hitcher.
Oh yeah, I got the unchunky hitcher.
Yeah, me too.
But I'll make my own box.
My recommendation for this one, The Fall. Like if you've never seen that movie, I think it'll blow you away a little bit. No one really talks about it. It was produced by David Fincher and Spike Jonze. They both saw the movie and got behind it. And if you've never seen it, highly recommend it.
Seconded.
Yeah, I agree.
And wait for the sales if you need to, like the buy one get one free. That will probably happen with The Fall in a year or two. So
And I think
Or
if
you
you
can use my
spend
discount code SteelBook10 to save 10% right now.
There
Or
you go.
SteelBook 15, excuse me, for Umbrella. Yeah, that takes care of the shipping for you.
yeah, I
Gift
think
that
if you
keeps on
spend up
giving.
to $175, you get free shipping.
Oh yeah, I would hope
I think
so.
175 is the limit.
I think when I just bought, it was 140. I feel like I want to say with the buy one get one free. I don't know.
They may have gone down. Maybe I was just spending more money because
Yeah.
I get all the chunky
I'm
boxes.
shocked.
No, that's why I try to make it like exactly 140. I think I got it to 147, and I'm like, oh, that's pretty good.
Mhm.
I'll take it.
Chunky prices.
Yeah.
But I got like
Nice
6
for chunky stuff.
movies, and like 3 of them were 4Ks, and I've been waiting for Mario forever. I'm like, hey, Mario for free now? I'll take it. Masters of the Universe
yeah.
for free. Tank
That
Girl
film.
for free. I'll take those. Yeah, I had to pay like $60 for Caligula, but you know, it happens.
That box is a
21%.
beast, man.
The one my parents talk about. The one my mother has talked about.
Is Caligula?
Yeah.
Oh,
well, no,
man,
she
I'm
says one
excited
of
to
those
watch
films
that
is like, yeah, it's like going. She says, yeah, it's straight up porn for what it is. But you know,
No, it is. The box set comes with a replica of the penthouse that was
that's
put
insane.
out for the movie. So yeah, it understood the assignment.
So
crazy
don't
scene
watch
with
it
the
with family around.
the grinder in the Coliseum is insane. Yeah. It's,
Mm-hmm.
All right, awesome. So there we go. And it was called Freaked, right, Jake? For
Yep.
Umbrella, that one?
Yep.
Perfect.
90s
that
film
cover
directed
art
by
looks
Alex
really
Winter.
cool.
Yeah. Great special effects or great practical effects in that sucker. The type Screaming Mad George, if you know who he is, kind of did the special effects for one of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies and a lot of other movies.
oh,
He went to town on this movie, man. By far my favorite part of the movie were just like all the weird stuff that would pop up on screen.
Ooh, and we got a
Maybe you wanna
super
check that
chat in
out.
here. Look at that. Thank you for all you do for the movie community. Well, thank
it
you,
going?
Dark Room Reviews, for the super chat. I greatly
like the name.
appreciate that. That is awesome. There you go. Thank you so much once again for that super chat. Really appreciate it. All right. Next up, we got Best Vinegar Syndrome of 2025. So, Chris, you're up.
all right. Appreciate it. And doing the double duty, but I do appreciate it all. And I'm hoping I'm doing these all in order. Give me a quick second here. So the first one, to me, this was the year of Lucio Fulci, Italian director, my all-time favorite Italian director who does not get enough love. It's about damn time he got appreciated. And the first one up here, I believe this was the ranking, is Murder Rock. I'm covering that up for a reason. What a great release this is. This is probably Lucio Fulci's last really good giallo film, really. So great cast of people. There's a song in here called like Crystal Blade. It gets stuck in your head. So basically it's almost a takeoff of Suspiria where they comes with this great release, a slip within a chunky box, and some cards here, and then of course a booklet here. I'll show that real quick. So yeah, almost like a Suspiria type story. Dancers are being taken off like one by one, basically. Heavy hitters in here as well. Good actors and actresses, some you would recognize if you follow the giallo genre. So yeah, that's my honorable mention number one. Of course, Murder Rock, a great release. Vinegar Syndrome's killed it with their sets this year, definitely. Next up for me, another honorable mention is The Nesting. Now, Scream Factory released this way back in the day. I've noticed, grats to Vinegar Syndrome. They're killing it this year. And here's the back. So it's exploitation meets haunted house meets slasher film. This writer basically has kind of like a writer's block. She has high anxiety and all this stuff. So she goes to this house that's basically that she sees in her dreams, and that she writes a book on it called The Nesting. It goes by another name too. I'm sorry, the name escapes me. And she goes there with her supposed boyfriend. She rents out the house. Bad stuff starts happening. Then you find out what this house was all about back in the day. You see a great opening of what happened here. It's really good of a film. It has a message, which I do appreciate as well. That's The Nesting. And then we have, of course, a Giallo box set. This is Forgotten Gialli volume, what was it, 8, I believe. This is the best looking set. So this comes with Red Rings of Fear, finally. I could have dealt with this with a single release. This is part of the Schoolgirls in Peril trilogy of films that were done by the late great Massimo Dellamano. This stars Fabio Testi, which was in another newer film, which I need to check out, called Reflections of a Black Diamond, I believe it's called, and stuff like that, which is on Shudder. So this comes with 3 films, Reflections in Black as well, and then AAA masseuse good looking offers her services. I know it's a long name. That's how kind of Gialli films are. I would recommend this set for that one. It's totally different from a lot of Giallis I've seen. It's a later one in the later 70s. So definitely, and Vinegar Syndrome does great with their box sets, of course. Top loaders, kind of like what Severin does. Another great label who's released great stuff this year. So there's that one. Great set too, by the way. I highly recommend checking that out. And the winner is, and I get emotional every time I've seen this film. This is from their partner label Cinemagraph. This is the first one I've gotten from them. That's, of course, is At Close Range. Oh my goodness. I have an older 4K player. She revs up when this sucker plays. There's a reason for that. The picture looks great. It is loaded with special features. And what's interesting about Cinemagraph is they're basically, I'll pull this guy out real quick, basically literally are media books, because yeah, looks like a book. And you have these great just stuff that talks about the director and the film. And yeah, to me, this is Christopher Walken's best role. He is ruthless in this film. Of course, it has Live to Tell from Madonna, which is probably her best song, which she co-wrote with somebody I forget, and stuff like that. And that theme goes out the film through the score. It's very good. I always get emotional when watching this. This film just kind of gets to me. Of course, it's based off a true story, but yeah, that's my champion syndrome for this year. And the trophy for that is this guy, since they are really champions of that. And this is my main trophy right here. Who's the better company than WWE? AEW, in my opinion. And yeah, this was it was a great year for Vinegar Syndrome. Great release, and that, of course, is At Close Range. I highly recommend picking this up when you do. I pre-ordered this as soon as they announced this.
That sold out already, didn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I just got my copy in yesterday. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet, but
it looks really good. It's very dark if you have not seen it before, man, but it's so good. Yeah, Christopher Walken is peak.
Phenomenal, man.
Yeah.
It just pops. Yeah, I decided to watch New Rose Hotel instead. That was probably a mistake. Another Christopher Walken movie. Cinematograph.
Oh,
too.
Yeah, a lot of people say it's probably maybe King of New York is his best, but yeah, Christopher Walken, he's on point here.
Anybody else see that one?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say At Close Range. Just to give you a fun little story about that, that's one of the movies I used to work. One of my first jobs was in a video store rental, but that's back in the day too, when you'd get up and you'd walk the floor and talk to your customers and give them your film advice. And if they start to trust you, you go for it. And whenever they go for drama, there were two that I always recommend, and they were almost 100% satisfied. And that was Somewhere in Time with Christopher Reeve. A lot of people had never seen that. And the other one was At Close Range. And I can tell you, nobody came back disappointed with either one of those. So I feel you on At Close Range. That's a terrific film.
I came back.
The Christopher Reeve one, Kino's releasing that this year, I believe.
Yeah,
when I saw that.
Yeah. I did come back disappointed with Somewhere in Time, unfortunately.
Yeah, but see, I would have known your taste and not giving it to you.
Yeah.
Just the scene at close range when, an event happens and he turns to his son and he just goes like this. That's when you know stuff is real. That's when you're like, dang, yeah, he went there.
Awesome. Very good.
Good one.
All right. Let's take a look at our next category here. We got Best Shout Factory, Scream Factory. Tony.
Okay, let me pull up my list here. So the nominees, which we got a lot of great SteelBooks this past year.
Oh yeah,
Scream Factory. So one of the nominees is the Halloween SteelBook.
Oh,
but almost every single horror release just about got a SteelBook, it seems. And then for the G Kids line, we finally got Grave of the Fireflies.
Great film.
A very good film.
It also came out with SteelBook, Tony.
It did. I know, but I don't buy the G Kids SteelBooks. I just,
I understand.
That's where you draw a line. Okay.
That's where I draw the line. Exactly. Then I got Return of the Living Dead 4K SteelBook.
That's a very nice looking SteelBook. That could be a SteelBook of the Year candidate.
Yes, definitely. And then we also got Hard Boiled.
Oh,
so a lot of people were grabbing this. So those are my nominees. And as far as Scream Factory and Shout Factory, they're always releasing tons of titles. And I know that it seems like it's slowed down just a bit with this transition over to Groove. But for the winner of all of these, the winner would be Hard Boiled.
Oh yeah,
nice.
Seems like everybody was picking this one up. I'm not really big into the Hong Kong cinema, as this right here says at the title, but I have seen some, and they're really good. But this is the award that they get, a popcorn bucket.
Nice.
And yeah, so hopefully we'll get more. Hopefully we'll get more original releases coming up in 2026. It seems like last year we got a lot of re-releases, so I would like to see something different.
Day of the Dead.
We got Little Nicky, Tony. Little Nicky's SteelBook. Let's go.
I'm so pissed at that one because it's not a 4K.
Right.
That was an opportunity to do a 4K because I picked up the Blu-ray and I love that movie. It's in my top 100 favorite movies of all time. If they did a 4K for that SteelBook, I would have probably got the 4K. But if it's just a Blu-ray again, I'm like, what the heck?
I have old DVDs of Hard Boiled, which is a bonkers great film with Chow Yun-fat, and The Killers. Both John Woo films. That scene in the church, that shootout in the church, is what great cinema is made for. Like seriously, you watch that, you're like, yeah, this is great.
I'd never seen Hard Boiled before I got the Shout Factory title, and my God, that movie. They don't make action movies like that anymore.
Right.
No, they don't.
It's such a great
They're
movie.
putting their actors through hell almost. Like when Chow Yun-fat's running through that hallway at like close to the end of the movie, he's getting like shrapnel hits at him or fireball flames like, burning his neck hairs. It's wild.
But not only that, the crew is getting put through a lot. The whole elevator transition scene they did for that.
Say that, yeah.
It's very fast paced. Yeah. John was known for doing that. Yeah.
Yeah, but for those who don't know what Jordan says, is there's a big shootout. And then the hero and another person gets in an elevator, and then they talk for a little bit, but the camera never cuts. And then the doors open, and there's mayhem, guns, stuff blowing up, and they step out into it all in one cut. And I was like, oh my God.
Was there a child involved in that one?
Yes.
Daddy
Little
holds and
baby.
stuff. Yeah,
There was a lot of kids.
Yeah,
Just hold the baby. Well, yeah.
yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, holding the
Well,
chest.
Tony, if you
Nursery
don't
for
like
the
it,
baby.
send it my way.
I did say I didn't like it. I just said that
Yeah.
some of the Asian cinema that I've seen
Right.
seems dated, but some of the newer stuff I really enjoy. I'm not big into the reading subtitles. To me, it's just a real big distraction with the way my eyesight is. But some of the stuff is really good.
But you know what got snubbed here for a nominee? The Gray 4K Steelbook. It was actually a new movie, right? A new release from them. First time 4K, really cool looking Steelbook. I would have loved to seen that as a nominee. Over say like Halloween, even though Halloween's a great Steelbook, I'm like tired of Halloween from Scream Factory.
Even though it was a re-release from Vinegar Syndrome, Fade to Black, that's a good 4K. I love that film a lot. With Dennis Christopher. I highly recommend if you're a cinephile, watch that film. It's very good.
But yeah, awesome. Was anybody surprised by that winner, Hard Boiled? I was so surprised because I'm like not into like foreign language films as much. So when that was just dominating, I'm like, oh my gosh, people love this stuff.
I wasn't going to buy it up until I saw everybody posting about it. I think, man, there's got to be something good about this.
Yeah, because it's different from them because they usually don't do that, you know. And I always like Tony because he's very diverse with like a lot of his stuff too. So it's like literally everything. So it works.
All right. Next up, we got Best Arrow. So back to Chris.
All right. Thank you all very much. Yeah. What a great year. First off for Arrow it's been and what have you. So I'm going to talk about, so the first nominee is the first Arrow I ever bought, which is this guy right here, Alice Sweet Alice. And this release, Alice Sweet Alice, great 4K. You almost go tit for tat with the special features for both of these, except for one thing. I think there's a third version of this film in there. If you haven't seen it, it's directed by Alfred Soul. Follows this girl named Alice. Brooke Shields is in here for like 5 minutes. It's very anti-Catholic heavy, you can say, as a film and stuff. Very giallo adjacent. And the picture looks great. The sound looks great. I was very surprised for this film. And of course, it does have great special features that were ported over, of course, from that Blu-ray and stuff like that. Highly recommend this film. Definitely check it out. There's a sale. Definitely pick it up. It's a great transfer. I highly recommend it. Looks great. Next up, since it is the year of Lucio Fulci, I pre-ordered this and I got it. That's, of course, Don't Torture a Duckling. This is my third all-time favorite giallo. Of course, it has the beautiful Barbara Boucher in here as well. Farina Bolkin, as you see on the top. It's unlike any giallo you've ever seen. It's very dark, that only Lucio Fulci can do. Quick info on this and stuff like that too. He did this film after his wife recently died, and there was some stuff against the Catholic Church, and he puts it in here. It's very dark. It's very gothic, unlike any giallo you'll ever see. I definitely recommend you check this out, though. This ain't for kids to watch, definitely. Like I say, this genre isn't meant for anybody, but this is an all-timer for me, and definitely check it out. That's Don't Torture a Duckling. Great release that's loaded, of course, from Arrow. One thing you get from Arrow, great transfers and great special features. Next up on honorable mention, this would be a lot of people's number one release from Arrow, or just number one boutique release, period. My buddy Slasher Bro Darren says this is the release of the century. That's The House with Laughing Windows. This is it top 20 film for me? Probably. So think, oh God, you can put a lot of categories in here. I don't think it's a giallo. I think it's very giallo adjacent. It's basically, if you can do this with a double feature with The Wicker Man, with The Tenant, any of the Roman Polanski apartment films, it follows this restorer that goes to this town that's been a product after World War II, what have you, after all the events that happened here in this island town. And he's asked to just fix up this painting from this painter who had some very sadistic stuff going on in his past life. It's horror, it's gothic, there's cult elements in here. But like I say, this is a great film, a great release. I don't mind the slip things with this, but yeah, it's a chunky box and comes with a great booklet, which I've gone through. Definitely check this out. Like I say, anybody's list, this would be their release of the year. So yeah, that's a nominee. There is, of course, The House with Laughing Windows by Mr. Ibati. And the championship goes to, I'm a Gen Xer, heavy with nostalgia for this film. I used to watch this on HBO with my parents a bunch of times. That's, of course, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles box set. Oh my goodness. What a great set. And of course, like I say, it's an alternate slipwise and stuff like that. And I get this off. And of course, it's like this one right here, of course. And you got to love that. So it comes with the original trilogy of films. Of course, the original film, 2, The Secret of the Ooze, and then 3, Turtles in Time. I like 2, but of course 1 is an all-timer for me. You can heavily quote this film. It's a great dark film, as Ninja Turtles should be. Like literally, the Shredder character, like just the quotes, like at least he doesn't have to ask for a can opener, or I'll finish off what I've done to your ear is great when he looks at Master Splinter. This is it. This is where the championship goes to. The award goes to. That's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. There you go. If you haven't gotten this, pick it up when it becomes available again. It was like people just jumped on this. And real quick with Arrow, dude, they're releasing Mortal Kombat this year. Oh my goodness, that's a must buy for me. It's about dang time.
The 90s one?
Yes, the 90s one. The greatest video game film ever made, in my opinion. That's my childhood. That's highly rewatched. It's a great film. Yeah.
Oh, that's exciting.
Well, I love seeing the love for The House with the Laughing Windows, because that movie is incredible, and it's a very sadistic film right from the opening shot. That whole scene where there's some mumblings going on and you see it's pretty horrific what you're watching.
The soundtrack is very good. Like I said, it's good with films like The Wicker Man, like the Polanski films. You know, there's something going on that you kind of see but don't see, specifically the ending. I didn't see that ending coming for the most part, so I'm like, oh yeah, okay.
See, and this is why I like being part of the physical media communities, because I've never heard of this movie until Arrow put a spotlight on it, and it's made me very excited to watch a movie that was not even on my radar.
Oh yeah, it's great.
I'll say this: Italian directors are different type of cats. The way they shoot, cinematography, everything is just different. That's what I like about it. And I like that it mixes everything that I like about Italian cinema. You have gothic, you have giallo, you have horror. Really, so that's what makes it a great film.
Yeah, I really enjoyed Don't Torture a Duckling too, that you were talking about a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
I never saw that movie before the Arrow video release, and that just it took me along for a ride, just trying to figure. It's kind of like a whodunit almost, just trying to figure out what the heck's going on. And
it's a cursed. Giallo is a cursed genre. Mark Perel, who plays the priest in there, he died a long time ago and stuff like that. Unfortunately, drug abuse and what have you. But you know what a great ass. He starred in another Fulci film called The Psychic, that he did around the same time. Nobody talks about that film either.
That's a great one right there.
Yeah.
And so great honorable mentions. Did you want to mention the nominees as well that lost the TMNT?
Oh, that lost to TMNT?
Yeah, we saw them. If you don't have it offhand, we had.
No, I do. Give me a quick second. I can bring them up.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because it was a good battle too. Like there was votes back and forth. It was going back and forth. I'm like, who's gonna win this one? So to see TMNT won, that was pretty incredible. But that's the one I was going for. So I don't know if anybody's shocked by that winner. But I mean, it's 3 movies. That's tough to beat in a nice box set like that. Yeah.
Even though I haven't cracked these open and watched them, I have seen the 4K transfers of them and stuff like that too. So just good to get these both on 4K. Specifically, Jason Goes to Hell, which I've grown to really like as a film, since it's totally different, what have you, like that. And this is just a cool cover for Jason X. So the transfer, not that great wise, because it's a 4K, because this is 90s film, right? These are 90s. This one specifically is an later film, so it doesn't it doesn't work as well as you may think it does and stuff like that, but it's still cool too. And like you could say Jason X is almost like a guilty pleasure and stuff like that. So those two. And of course, and I've seen this film before and stuff like that, but I'll say this, like Born to Be Brad Garrett has talked about this and other people have talked about this. Pizzal has talked about this. That's Creepshow too. So, I mean, they're saying that the transfer for this one just beats the heck out of the Blu-ray. The colors look better and all that other stuff too. So yeah, it was hard to do. I just couldn't get to them in time.
And I don't know if anybody has the show, but The Math, Dark City, the Dollars trilogy.
Yes.
Yeah, the Dollars trilogy. Oh, yeah.
My goodness.
Arrow had a hell of a year, man. I mean, they can
Miss
they
45. I mean, it's like, dude, from Abel
Miss
Ferreira.
45.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like The Cell. I really like the Inglorious Bastards with all the great special features that
Yeah.
they did for it. They just, another year that they knocked out of the park. Who would have thought?
We
And they're
need
also
to get the
releasing
Freddy versus
Villain.
Jason in that. We need a Freddy versus Jason era release. Like
That's
that.
got to be in the
Or-
pipeline, right, Tony?
No, it has to be.
Yeah.
I love that
Oh, I'm
film.
sure it is.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, the TMNT trilogy. And so much stuff they packed into that. They had like trading cards in there and everything.
Trading card stickers,
Oh my
posters.
God.
Yeah.
That's cool stuff. Very cool.
Anybody who's a fan of this, like I am, I love the classic ones, and yeah, it's dark and it's great. So martial arts are very good in it.
Mhm.
All right. Next up, we got Best Criterion of 2025. So Nate, take it away.
Yeah. So I actually have some honorable mentions real quick that I'll just talk about that I wanted to talk about, but obviously here it is. First one being Altered States by Ken Russell. Really glad this is on physical media in general.
I haven't had a chance to watch that yet. Yeah, that has Drew Barrymore, doesn't it? Like a young Drew Barrymore.
Yeah.
Such a great movie.
Another Stanley Kubrick film right here, Eyes Wide Shut, that just got recently put into the collection, is amazing.
Yeah.
And then I would also put the Wes Anderson box set in there, although I do not own that. But anyway, now to the nominees. We are going to go in order of least percentage. Unfortunately, I love this movie so much. I'm really mad that this is the lowest here. But this is Spinal Tap. This is literally, I mean, our RIP Rob Reiner. Obviously, he just unfortunately recently passed away, but this is an amazing release. This is an oldie in the Criterion collection, so it's really awesome. I never got a DVD, or no, it had a DVD, but it took a long time for this to come out on Blu-ray and 4K for that matter, with a bunch of special features.
So many great special features on there too. Sorry, Nate. Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. And one of the best commentaries of all time. If anyone, who is hesitant on commentaries like me, I like to mostly watch movies, but that's a special commentary right there. Anyway, the best winner, or the Oscar best winner, Anora from Sean Baker. This is an amazing movie. If anyone hasn't seen this one, Sean Baker always tackles really incredible topics that are really underrepresented, and he does it in a really fantastic fashion, whether it's really funny or serious. And this is kind of a little bit of both, about a sex worker. So really good. Mickey Madison's incredible in it. Next is a 70s movie that we mentioned actually off air a little earlier, but this is a remake of Wages of Fear, and it is Sorcerer. And
yes,
this is an incredible movie from William Friedkin, who did The Exorcist. This movie is tension to an 11, if you want me to use Spinal Tap reference a little bit. Very good movie, and very good 4K. And the winner is, in the film community, I think a lot of people here, like, I've seen this movie, but I think in the general population, this is a very underrated film for a lot of people, but it is Stanley Kubrick's Barry Lyndon.
Ooh.
And this is just an incredible release. This was on Blu-ray a few years ago. I want to say like maybe a decade ago is when this came out, from Criterion, but it has a bunch of extra special features now that it is actually a full set. It has more discs in it than the original. It has 3. It has the 4K, the Blu-ray, and the special features. And it also has Ryan O'Neal right there, along with that. And I think there are maybe a couple of new things on here, but besides that, the packaging is worth it alone. And this movie is one of the best looking movies of all time. yeah, if you haven't seen Barry Lyndon, you do yourself a favor. Congrats, and you win this little devil duck.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I like that you mentioned in Altered States. I feel like that one really just was incredible. It's got kind of an H.P. Lovecraftian feel to it.
Yeah.
And with that release, just makes me hope and wish we finally get the Devils somehow from someone, maybe Criterion, but we'll see.
I'd be crazy if Second Sight ever got that.
Oh my gosh.
Grindhouse. I could see Grindhouse trying to do it.
I was shocked though because Barry Lyndon destroyed the competition with how many votes was cast in that poll and just how much Barry Lyndon won by. I'm like, people love this movie. I watched the movie. I will say it's like the most well-made, boring movie I've ever seen. Like, it looks incredible. Like, from a filmmaking standpoint, it is perfect in every way. I just thought the story was not my cup of tea.
The movie visually
it's great. It sounds great. Like, everything is pitch perfect in that movie besides the story not, like, being super entertaining to me. And it's, like, super long, too.
That's the thing with Sorcerer. That's a great. I have the Blu-ray for that. It has that 4K digital transfer. There's something about that film. You have to see that in the big screen. Like literally, it's a gorgeously made film in my opinion. And there's just something with that scene on the bridge and those trucks going over that wood, man. And that wood starts to break. There's something about that, man. You literally see scenes with the truck tip, and you're thinking, dude, it's like nuts.
I was pushing for Nora. I was surprised Nora didn't get as much votes with it being a Best Picture winner. I'm like, I thought that was such a great release. Huck, you were going for Nora over there?
I was leaning towards that one, yeah.
All right, well, very good. Barry Lyndon finally, after all these years, gets some respect. So that's good. All right, next up here, we got Best Kino Lorber of 2025. So let's go through these. Now, this was kind of a tough nomination list to put together. I guess for my honorables, I don't own these, but it would be the Adam Sandler stuff, like Happy Gilmore and whatever that other one's called. Because it seemed like a lot of people... Yes, Billy Madison. It seemed like a lot of people love those ones, and I like Kino Lorber going more 90s, comedies, more mainstream stuff. So that was really cool. But I haven't seen them, so I can't speak to the quality there. But for my 4, I wanted to do a variety. So I went with Graveyard Shift as one of the nominees. Just to get a horror title here, Stephen King's Graveyard Shift.
That don't get enough love as a Stephen King film at all.
It was a first-time watch, and it was way better than I was expecting. I thought it was going to be like garbage, and it was good, and I liked it. So. And then next up, one that I know a lot of people aren't a fan of either for some reason, but I thought Deep Star 6 looked pretty good in 4K, especially.
That was my first Kino pickup ever. Yeah, I love Deep Star 6.
When they get to like the creature action at the end, it does take some time to get there, a little bit of a slow burn. But when it gets there, I mean, it looks incredible. And I love the underwater just quality to it. Water looks so good on 4K. So had to shout out that one. And then, of course, you got to have some Wayne's World 2 love in there. I wanted to put one comedy on there, and if I didn't put the Adam Sandler comedies, I got to put Wayne's World 2. And I'm happy that somebody's doing sequels, treatment-wise. So I thought that was a cool release. Even though I don't love this one, it's not like the first one. It was still cool to see Kino Lorber, try this one out. And then, of course, you got to have Summer Rental again. Once again, getting this upgraded to Blu-ray high definition, fun John Candy movie was just incredible. So the winner, though, which I was surprised by because at first it looked like Summer Rental was going to take it away. But then I guess the last minute, it went to Wayne's World 2, which was really surprising. So Wayne's World 2 won Best Kino Lorber of 2025, and because you're Kino Lorber, you got to get the classic Steamboat Willie there for the classic boutique laser. So there you go. Are you guys surprised? Are you happy with the nominations? What would you guys have chosen? All that stuff.
Well, Kino Lorber only puts out like 20 titles a month, so it seems like there would have been
tough.
So it would be a tough selection.
For me, it would be there's a few, like I say, like Graveyard Shift. I have the Scream Factory release for that, and but they also released from Scream Factory Vice Squad. If you haven't seen that film, that's another one you don't watch with children. It's very good, but it's very destructive, as you can say. One film noir, which I recently got into that they released this year, was Scarlet Street. That's very good film noir if you haven't seen that. It's Edward G. Robinson in a different role that you've probably seen him in. I recommend any film noir fan for that to watch that film. It's very good as well. So yeah, there's some good ones they released this year.
See, and I love that they put out 4Ks of comedies because not a lot of companies do that. Coneheads was a nice surprise this year. Really enjoyed that release.
That was huge. That's Saturday Night Live stuff.
Wait, which one?
Coneheads.
Coneheads.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so shocked they did Nacho Libre just recently.
Yeah, very cool to see from them.
And Billy Madison. Billy Madison's an interesting.
That's my favorite one.
Was Uncle Buck this year or was that last year?
That was this year, but I didn't want to put it with already having summer rental. I'm like, only one
of course.
That transfer looked awesome.
Yeah, it did. It was great. Now we need the great outdoors. So
yeah,
I'm hoping Airheads. Like Airheads would be a great 4K.
Airheads, where's that at?
I know.
Euro trip.
Aren't they doing like Beethoven though? Right, the dog one.
Yeah, the dog one.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Beethoven.
So they're expanding. They're trying to get more mainstream, more comedies out there. I love to see that. So that's cool.
Who else would love to see the Beverly Hillbillies?
Me.
No, that's totally different than
Even if it's just on Blu-ray, I'll take it.
I don't care. I want it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
It is. Jim Varney is so good in that role. They're all good.
That and the Dan Curtis stuff that they released, like his TV stuff that Dan Curtis who did Dark Shadows, dude, that's insane. Like his monster TV films, one of them being Dracula with Jack Palance. I highly suggest people watch that.
So were you guys surprised by Wayne's World 2 winning? Like I thought Summer
not really.
had it.
No, because Wayne's World's pretty popular too. I mean, you got that SNL crowd who loves that. So no surprise, especially like if people were looking and they voted on the other one and like, yeah, we gave the love there. You know, if they're
the
paying
shock
attention.
jocks. Yeah, it's a shock jock comedy.
All right, next up, we got Best Second Sight of 2025. Once again, won the Boutique Label Tournament, which is why it's all caps right here, because that was pretty impressive. So, yeah, Jordan, Best Second Sight. You had a tough job here.
Yeah, there was there was a few of these were pretty close, I will say. This first one I'm going to show didn't get a lot of votes. Well, actually, before I do this, I do want to give an honorable mention. I wanted this in the running. However, when the votes were cast, this hadn't released yet.
Oh.
So I wanted this in, but it didn't make
it,
unfortunately. Possession. I think if this would have been in the running, it at least would have gone far. An amazing, amazing film. A movie that from the outside looking in looks nonsensical, but when you break it down, it's got a lot to say. It is a very disturbing film, and it definitely rewards repeat viewings because it's an amazing movie.
It's James Bond if he was in that scenario. Literally, it's James Bond with Mr. Neil playing that part of a secret agent, and Mr. John D. I probably said her name wrong.
the cinematography, just the way it opens up with the Berlin Wall, establishing isolation is basically what he's doing.
Oh yeah, you see the guards.
Yep. Okay, so the first nominee was this right here. I'm not surprised really that this didn't get a lot of votes because it's a gnarly movie, but The Coffee Table.
Yeah.
This film is a very, very tough watch, but it's weirdly kind of a beautiful film. What I like about this is no person is a victim. Even the one that we don't really care for, we don't cheer for in the movie, he is a victim. It's a great, great movie. If you can stomach it and if you are up for a challenge of a film, watch this.
It's a movie you won't soon forget. Like
you probably won't watch it. I watched it and I haven't watched it since. So
it's highly unrewatchable.
Yeah. This one right here, I thought this movie was incredible. It's a Sean Baker film from Second Sight, and they did The Florida Project. This movie deals with the hidden homeless in Orlando. They live just like basically in Walt Disney World's backyard. And it's about a mom and her daughter. There we go. Everything's backwards, so it's throwing me off. A mom and her daughter, and they are living at this hotel. And it talks about how every like 30 days or so, they have to temporarily go to another room so they won't claim residency. You have Willem Dafoe, who plays the manager of this hotel. I think his performance was the greatest of this movie. Either him or the little girl. She was incredible. This movie's kind of told through her eyes in a way, hence the coloring. Everything's very vibrant, and the ending is very, very touching. This is a great movie, guys. Next, this one right here, we got When Evil Lurks.
Oh yeah,
this Spanish film. Wow. And very, very ballsy of Second Sight to choose this as their cover for this release. Very infamous scene that the first time anybody sees it, they will not see coming. This does a really great job, kind of a different take on a possession film, on a zombie film. It's kind of culminated all into one. It's the idea of there's nothing else after, this is a possession film that does away with the whole religion aspect, which I think is really clever and they do a great job with it. So this is a great one. But the winner for Second Sight release of the year, you guys went with The Nice Guys.
Oh,
this is a fun movie. You've got Russell Crowe, Ryan Gosling there. It's kind of a buddy cop film. Ryan Gosling's more of the professional, and Russell Crowe's kind of the strong man, the work for hire type of guy. And it deals with the adult film industry. But it's a really fun film. Shane Black, they got him back for interviews. They got a bunch of people back that worked on this film. So you guys picked what won Second Sight was The Nice Guys, and The Nice Guys wins. Figured we go with a popcorn bucket. We're going to go with a Wolverine popcorn bucket right here.
Hey, now.
Let's see that popcorn.
Right
Yeah,
there.
let's see that bucket one more time. Yeah.
There you go. So that's our trophy for this one.
I would definitely give it to possession if it was in the running.
Yeah, I was funny because I told Mike, I said, man, I wish I could, but unfortunately it hadn't released yet when the votes were started. The votes had started.
Right.
So
When Evil Lurks would be mine, the kind of number one from them. I saw that film on Shudder. I like it a lot. I like the scene with the dog. I kind of saw it coming. I was just wondering if they was going to go there with it.
Or show the whole thing.
Yeah, show the whole thing. I was like, whoa, okay. I'm like going, that's a big dog. Something's going to happen here with the dog. But
I loved it. I loved it too. And I did not mind the subtitles on that film. It was
Me neither.
It was worth it.
And visually, this Second Sight 4K looks so, I mean, we're shocked. It's Second Sight, their work is incredible. But it looked so amazing.
Oh, like with Freak when they released that last year, like, dude, it's like, yeah, that's like all-time found footage type stuff, the Freak tapes now and stuff like that too. That was great special features. That's just a Blu-ray, but that was a great release from them too.
Yeah. And as far as the Florida project, that's another one that I really enjoy. It's almost like a documentary style film. And they hired a lot of homeless people to be extras in that film. But yeah, it's another good one. If nobody's seen the Florida project, definitely check that one out.
The Nice Guys was my favorite 4K release of the year.
Oh, really? Okay.
Perfect movie. To me, it stands the test of time.
Yep.
Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe play amazingly off one another. The supporting cast of characters are very memorable. The 4K transfer of that movie is great. One of my favorite video essays is on that one, talking about like the buddy cop genre and how Shane perfected it.
Okay.
So it's perfect package for me.
I remember seeing the trailer for that, of course, when the film originally came out in theaters, and I like just seeing kind of Russell Crowe being different. My all-time film is Gladiator, but seeing that role kind of from him, and I know he's done different stuff in the past anyway, but it's like looking at that, I'm like going, okay, it looks interesting. That's Ryan Gosling when he was kind of just getting there to that point.
Yeah, what's great about this movie is when you first meet these two characters, they're not quite what they seem on the surface, and you get to really learn about each of these characters. That does a really good job with that.
Yeah, I was not shocked the Nice Guys won because it seemed like a mainstream kind of crowd pleaser.
Yeah.
So it did pretty well with the votes, right? Like by a wide margin, I think it won, didn't it?
Yeah, it got 48% of the votes.
Yeah.
So almost half.
Huck, are you a fan of that movie?
A Nice Guys, I'll be honest, I thought it was uneven. I thought it was a little like I enjoyed it, but it was sort of built up as this amazing thing, and then like 'cause sometimes like Ryan Gosling, there's a part where he sees the dead body on the ground and he starts doing literally Abbott and Costello. He goes, I'm like, nobody does that. Nobody does that in real life. So I thought, okay, what tone is this movie going? And that was the moment I'm like, if it was more all that cool, but it was just only that in some spots. I'm like, I don't know what he's going for. So I thought it was ridiculous. So
drunk off his ass. Yeah.
You just got to go along for the ride.
Yeah. Well, I was, but it pulled.
No,
me
I
out.
know.
So sadly.
Well, with the votes, the Nice Guys did not finish last this time, so that's pretty good.
Again.
All right, so next, those were our boutique labels. Now into even the more prestigious categories. We got Best Box Set of 2025. I think, Jordan, you're going again.
Yep. So box sets, this one, for me, at least for me, choosing what to, this one was tough for me. So first, what do I have here? So sorry, I got to move some stuff around here because they're box sets. They take up a lot of space.
Yes.
So our first nomination here is an A24 release, and that is going to be the X Trilogy box set.
Look at that.
It's beautiful. I think that's the big thing. But what I love about this is we're actually getting X on 4K. It's a huge shame that Second Sight didn't get it. It's just due to licensing and all that stuff, unfortunately. But such an incredible take on like the 70s and going into the 80s, dealing with all of that. And I think Ty West nails it so perfectly. And it's so cool to see Mia Goth go from Maxine then to playing Pearl. That's really cool. But visually speaking, I think my favorite one of this is got to be Maxine.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that. I love Maxine.
It's got there's a kill in this movie at a video store, and it is a straight Italian giallo kill. The way it's shot, the way the blood sprays when he gets the back of his neck cut, and it has a pretty high up there, I would say, head explosion scene that was done practically and digitally. It took like 3 or 4 practical shots and fused them together, and it looks great. So really, really love this box set.
There's a scene on a stairwell too where that head drops and she sees who it is and stuff like that. The actress that she's talking to. Yeah, great stuff.
Yeah. Next, this one right here. I know, Chris, you're gonna appreciate this one. So this was the next nomination that we got, and from Scream Factory, we have got the Mario Bava Blu-ray box set. Now this was incredible. I was so shocked when they announced this. The amount of prestigious films, in my opinion, that are in here, I think are great. Now they did do us dirty with Black Sunday. I will say that. I argued that, hey, you know what? Delay this a month and put the 4K in with this set. No one would have complained.
Yeah.
But you got great ones: Black Sunday, Black Sabbath, Kill Baby Kill, A Bay of Blood, which, by the way, Severin's
releasing this year. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have that pre-ordered. That might be release of the year for me for next year, but
yeah, it's pretty close.
Year, I guess we'll see. But Mario Bava, the godfather of Italian horror films. So that's this box set right here. That was next. The next nominee we got right here, we've already seen this showcase tonight, but that is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles box set. You know, what can you say that hasn't already been said about this? This is pure nostalgia for, I think, most people in the community. The 4K transfers look great. And even though 2 and 3 were done from the Inner Positive, they still look really, really good. I really enjoyed them. The special features are great. Getting the performers back, the puppeteers, the puppet performers, getting the voice actors back is really awesome to see. And to see the original actress who played April O'Neil in the first one, who was my April O'Neil, I think she's the best.
Oh, yeah.
Seeing her to come back was great as well. So awesome there. But the winner and who's taking home the prize for best box set of 2025 is this guy right here, the Nightmare on Elm Street 4K collection. I'm not surprised with this because this is one that, you know, us horror fans, physical media fans have been wanting for a long time. And I will say Warner Brothers did do a very good job with this, with us getting, you know, unrated cuts in here. We are getting the 3D glasses. It's a great set. And they did listen to fans where we wanted, you know, original poster artwork on here on these cases. So great release from Warner Brothers, and the transfers look awesome. Even though we got the first one last year, but the rest still look good. 2, which is one of my favorites, I think look amazing. So there you are. That is the winner for the best box set, is going to go to the Nightmare on Elm Street 4K collection. And this trophy, we got another popcorn bucket, and we are going with Halloween 2 Michael Myers.
Yeah.
So there it is. That's the trophy we got for this one.
All right. Anybody surprised by that winner there? That one got a good chunk of the votes. So did you guys all vote for that one?
56%.
Yeah, 56%. I know. Like I say, people like to bitch a little bit at Scream Factory. It's like, oh, like this and stuff like that. That's the last true box set you're going to get. That looks just like the Friday the 13th box set, which, I mean, it's insane. They don't make them like that anymore. I pre-ordered that day 1. So I got the one that came with the booklet and the poster and all that stuff too that came with that. And yeah, to Jordan's point, you don't get all those films. You just don't. From I know some films are missing, which I have those anyway. It doesn't matter. But to get $5 for an August Moon in there, and another one, Baron Blood.
Oh, you're talking about the Margaret Bava set.
Yeah, which is an underrated kind of gothic slasher from Bava, and of course Lisa and the Devil, which I highly recommend to anybody. But of course, in Black Sunday, and of course, A Bay of Blood, which is an all-timer to me. So yeah, that's a great set. But yeah, Nightmare on Elm Street, I'm not shocked at all. That's a beautiful steelbook set. Like. Yeah. And Warner Brothers, man, they went out from that. They finally kind of listened, and there you go. You got it.
They need to go ahead. They need to go ahead and release the individual releases though to match that first one that they did.
The chunky box one.
No, the individual
with the flips and stuff, like with the first one. That's what he's talking about.
Right. No, they did do a UK chunky box steelbook of the first one. That one they need to do all of them. Well, that's how I'd get that.
I need a consistent.
Yeah, Freddy's Revenge doesn't get enough love. That's a very good, underrated film in that franchise and stuff like that too. It's totally different from any of the Nightmare on Elm Street films. And yeah, it's a really good one.
But it's missing my 2 favorites out of the franchise. No Freddy versus Jason and no remake. And I love the remake and nobody else does, but it still deserved to be in that franchise.
I like the remake too. It does get some hate. There's just some stuff in there. I do like the actor that played him. That's something for another time though. So.
Incredible masterpiece.
Acting
Top 100
so
movies
dull.
of all time. Love that movie.
Our cast too. Clancy Brown's in that and everything.
Oh, so good.
So does everyone here have that steelbook set? I don't.
I don't. I have
was so freaking expensive. Even for a steelbook set, that was on the pricier side, I think.
Yeah.
They really knew fans were going to buy it no matter what.
That's what I would like with the Friday the 13th steelbook set, but we'll probably never get those. That's my only gripe about that. I'm like, yeah, you give that love, but you won't get the other one love.
And then pricey when it's sold out in the States too. So
yeah, I went with the US one. The UK one's cool, and it has Blu-rays, but I couldn't
That's why I
that
grabbed
one's
it.
expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to get rid of that stupid Blu-ray collection so bad. I hate
Oh,
it.
yeah. Mine's sitting up there. I can't do it.
Two
No.
movies per disc.
No.
The worst.
Hey,
the
it's
first.
great value though. Under like
It
20
is.
bucks for that.
Yeah, 20
is.
bucks. Yeah.
That's the only thing great about it, Mike.
I was so shocked that nobody voted for that X trilogy set though, because
Yeah.
I voted for that one because it's a complete franchise and you don't see usually a big chunky box with everything included there, how it folds out.
I feel
mean,
like
if you're an X trilogy fan, you can't do better than that set.
The
That was
ranking for those I go with X, Maxine, and then Pearl. People love Pearl so much because it's totally different. Mia Goth's best role, in my opinion, is an Infinity Pool. Yeah, and Pearl, she's batshit crazy. But Maxine, I saw that in the theater, and yeah, just Betty Davis eyes, man. If you don't know, now you know.
No, that box set is great, and I feel like people don't realize how high quality it is, and I don't think you will until you get it in your hands. Because I didn't want to get it because the box is so dang big. Like I don't like the size of those suckers, but once I got it and I unpacked it, everything like dang this.
Well,
this is really nice.
the Digipack fold out, it's not wood, but it's sturdy like that. It's like a very, very hard chipboard
thick.
something.
Yeah,
It's
it
thick.
doesn't feel like a physical media release.
And it's got a premium look to it. I don't know how to explain it.
I wish they would do more like that. I like that.
It's like those vault releases, like of the one of Scarface, those big ones. I know you have a few of those, Tony. Like those big ones, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next up, we gotta celebrate best slipcover of 2025, and I think that's Tony right there.
It is, yeah. So we had some great slipcovers. So, first up, we have Fantastic Four: First Steps. This right here was a hard slip to get. Apparently, you had to go to Walmart to get this slipcover.
Yeah,
but love that. And then we got Lilo and Stitch on 4K. This beautiful artwork. I love the way that they do the Disney art, especially when it's something different and unique. And then we got Sinners. This right here is like a foil underlay where, you know, it's kind of got a shine about it. Of course, all of my slips are in these protective bags just because I like to keep them nice and clean. But this right here was a nominee. And then we also had the Superman lenticular.
Oh, lenticular.
So who doesn't like a good lenticular?
Bro.
That one's great. That's a great use of lenticular.
It's so clean.
And so
It's nice.
this happened to be the winner, of course. And the winner of the Little Bob.
Little Bob.
Little Bob. Or we could have done the Little Devil Duck too. Mine said neon green.
The only thing missing in that lenticular is, of course, the dog. Yeah, that gave me chills at the start of that trailer, man. You hear him say, "Take me home," and you see him. You see Crypto coming, man. I'm like, oh, dude, that's great.
Yeah. I'm curious about Huck though. Huck, this isn't our Superman, is it?
This is what?
This wasn't our Superman, was it?
Huck loved it though. That was one
I
of
know
the
he loved it, but it's still not Christopher Reeve.
Yeah, it's no Henry Cavill.
No, but for
Henry
me,
Cavill, I agree with that. Yeah.
he's the second best though.
Yeah,
in my opinion. Like he embodies everything that we're looking for in our Superman.
Right, yeah.
You know, if you want the Cavill, you know, and Brandon Routh, to his discredit, he wasn't given a good movie to be Superman, but I liked him as Superman as well.
Yeah,
but
he looked just like him.
Yeah, I think Corn Sweat though, if he gets a second movie, that's
he will.
better.
Yeah, they're working on Green Lantern, so
and I know they're doing Man of Tomorrow. So
yes, they are. Yeah, that's kind of what that's based off of. Gunn did his research, so and yes, they did re-sign him onto a new contract. So people need to calm down with that. Yeah, he's there for the foreseeable future.
But great nominee choices there, a lot of good variety, and I love how even the slipcovers had variety. Like some had embossing, some were lenticular, some were just beautiful drawings. Like, so great choices there. That was a tough decision, but I think Superman got a big percentage of the votes, right, Tony? I mean, that lenticular people just loved.
Yeah, 51% of the votes.
Very nice.
Woo!
Fantastic Four is really nice, though. That's a nice
It is.
cover. I still need to see that film, but yeah, it looks pretty good.
It's a good. I enjoyed the movie.
I did too. I really
It's the
enjoyed it.
best MCU movie of the year. I don't know if that's saying much, but
I don't know.
Not the,
Thunderbolts was
not the
pretty
other
good. I
one.
did enjoy that one.
I mean, that's
Thunderbolts
pretty.
was good.
They did release 3, so that's a pretty good thing to
Yeah,
say.
we don't talk about Captain America 4, so
all right, best steelbook of 2025.
I'll get in here eventually.
Saving the best for last, Huck.
Are we?
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Exactly, it goes by prestige. So
Okay.
So there were a lot of great steelbooks that came out this year. I had a video on my channel on my favorites. Here are 4 of those representatives. First one from Lionsgate, we've got Snowpiercer. This sucker is great. I love the slipcover effect, and you take the slipcover off, and it opens up into a completely different, larger image. I just think the sucker absolutely pops with the gloss pops and everything. The inside, each disc is different, and then the inside is like the wreckage of the train.
That's an underrated film. People don't talk about that film enough, in my opinion. It's very good.
Mm-hmm. Next one up. Didn't think this was going to go as hard as it did, but then I got Constantine in my hands.
Oh,
Wow.
And my God, the
That one's
debossing on
stunning.
this sucker,
wow.
both on the front and back cover, it's just absolutely wild. More companies need to do debossing like this because it adds so much to the steelbook. Without it, it wouldn't have made the list. With it, it is a top contender, my friend. On the inside, you got, a nice hellscape and then a 4K disc with that same logo that's on the back here. Next one up is my favorite steelbook of the year, which goes to Dirty Harry. I liked it so much, I got the big beefy UK box set for it. But just this artwork that they used for Dirty Harry, absolutely love it. The 4K transfer on this was great too. But like every piece, every ounce of this is just dripping in great style to me. I love this steelbook with a passion.
Aaron got that one too. He really likes that. Cult of Cinema. He really liked that. He showed that off too one time. During one of his
there were
videos.
2 other great steelbooks of Clint Eastwood's this year as well that I highly recommend. But my favorite and the winner of the steelbook trophy, with over 50% of the votes, of course, it's this sucker. Kind of unfair. The 7 steelbooks versus 1 for each one, but this library case box set for A Nightmare on Elm Street pops in every way. Number one, it's the first type of box set steelbook wise like this to have embossing on the actual case, which is cool. The first library case to have red. Normally all of them are black, so they knew that they needed to make this stand out for collectors. I feel like mission accomplished there. And then we talked about the original poster artwork on each and every one of these suckers, and it's got a nice little metallic sheen on there as well. Just knocks it out of the park. And I did get the UK one, so the inside has a 4K and a Blu-ray. Just very, very cool stuff. Couldn't ask for anything more for this franchise. My favorite slasher franchise of all time gets a great high quality steelbook box set.
Bravo. Bravo.
Great variety there. I was
That's
pushing
good
for
stuff.
Constantine. Constantine was such a surprise because the picture online looked terrible. Like it doesn't look good at all.
Right.
But then when you get it in, you're like, oh wow, this is a cool steelbook.
Completely shocked me. Yep.
Anybody shocked by the winner there, nominees, anything like that?
Yeah,
Not
I mean,
surprised
if it wasn't a big chunky box set going up against everything, I'd have been curious to see, like, maybe if the Superman steelbook was in there and it was all
That
like
one's great.
singles, then it'd have been a really tough. But I mean, how do you?
I don't know that Dirty Harry steelbook, the artwork
those are
type
nice.
of
I like that
artwork
color
it is.
scheme.
This looks so good.
Yeah, all 4 of those steelbooks that they put out for Dirty Harry, or Clint Eastwood film,
Eastwood, yeah.
were excellent.
Outlaw Josie Wales looked
Also
great.
good.
Yeah.
Oh, that
Yeah,
one I think was
that
my
they
favorite.
did.
That's a great. I like that better than Unforgiven. I like the Outlaw of Josie Wales a lot. That's a good Clint Eastwood film, and that's when he directed. So
Yeah, that was a tough job this year, though, picking those nominees, Jake, because there were so many freaking steelbook releases.
Yeah.
Like mostly every major 4K mainstream release had a steelbook option.
this is just the one steelbook which I would put as a steelbook of the year because I do like the film. Other people are kind of divided on it, but there's issues with it. That's of course in the Violent Nature. This is nice, but you have the shutter here, and the stupid 4K sticker was actually on the steelbook. So that's what pissed me off.
Don't know why. They did that.
So yeah, you're the worst steelbook of the year, which is too bad. 'Cause this is a good 4K. It looks nice.
All right, awesome. Great choices there. And that Nightmare on Elm Street just keeps winning.
I almost didn't put it on there, but I feel like I had to put it on there, even though I knew if I did, it was going to win.
Yep. All right, let's get into now. Huck, you can talk now.
All right, hang on.
That's 4K of 2025.
All right, so we're definitely going mainstream here, y'all. So it's just all about, you know, what the studios turned out that we enjoyed. So I'm just going off strictly picture quality, sound quality, bonus features, some quick honorable mentions. I mean, you can't beat visuals on Wicked. I mean, it's such a beautiful thing.
Agreed.
Sonic 3 was tons of fun. Looked at
I love the fact they released those films. Those are very good video game films. I'm like, it's totally fun.
And just at the end of the year, it was nice to see Boogie Nights come out.
Oh yeah, great film.
So that was cool. But getting into the meat and potatoes of it all, I'm going to list all four and then I'll tell you the winner. They're just going off the stack here. Of course, Sinners. I had to put Sinners in there, of course. It's just one of the most fun times I've had at the cinema this year. It's like a little road trip, then it turns into a vampire movie. Sort of like, Dusk Till Dawn, but way better. And what a performance by Michael B. Jordan, doing double duty. And I said it in my review, they have perfected the whole twins thing by being played by the same actor. It's flawless now. The interaction you can have with yourself is absolutely incredible. So kudos on that. I mentioned this one just a second ago, and that is Superman. Ooh. This thing kicks. I put this sucker in, by the way. Jake, you're showing off all the cool thing. You pull it off and the S comes up.
It glows in the dark too. Did you know that?
Yeah.
What's that?
The S glows in the dark.
Oh, no, I didn't know that. Yeah. Yep. It opens the door and then there's Soups right there. Anyway, so I just popped this in just to test the picture and the sound. And if you guys haven't put this in yet, the moment he impacts that snow, and I love the way it starts with 30 years ago, 3 years, 3 months, 3 days, boom, bam, and he hits that snow. My sound system woke me up. It was just so
like a sonic boom.
Yeah, the sonic boom when he hits it, I was like I was instantly surrounded. I'm like, okay, and then 2 hours later, the movie's over, and I was literally just putting it in to watch the opening. So stunning, love it. Vision now you can't get a visual feast better than the Minecraft movie.
Oh,
this thing just pops with just fun. This movie just pure fun, silly. Jack Black, Chicken Jackie, and love a chicken.
And Jason Momoa being Jason Momoa.
Love a chicken, yes, tasty as hell. I mean, look, he's got to sneak in some songs and just visually seeing something different with the whole cubed aspect of it. I played the game with my daughter, so I didn't know it intimately, but enough to get it. And then if there was Easter eggs, she would tell me, oh, that little pig with the crown, that was the guy who was the best player and he died. And they honored him by putting in that little pig with the crown. I'm like,
yes, they did.
I love that stuff. That's so beautiful. And then finally, oh my God, if you saw this in the theater, F1, y'all. This thing is, it's like literally Top Gun Maverick on the road, directed by the same person. It's like you're in the cockpit with Brad Pitt, and who wouldn't love that? Am I right? So these four are the ones that I chose to just celebrate. Now, I will say, two of these were at the bottom at 18 and 15%, but there were two separated by 1%. And I will show you. And wildly, to my shock, it was not Superman. The two that it came down to by 1% was Sinners and F1.
That's a nice slip for F1, though. I have to admit.
Oh, yeah. And I got shafted, y'all. I didn't get a slip. Anybody got a spare slip? Let me know. But the movie that won by 1%, getting the Indiana Jones idol right here, is going to be Sinners. Sinners pulled it out by 1%, y'all. And check this out. Not only does it get it, but when you put it in, hold on. There it goes. Wait. It lights up. Can you tell it's lighting up? Hold on.
Because it's key.
Wait. There we go. There you go. Lighten up.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I saw it.
See it? Hang on. Oh, come on. It lit up a second ago. It has stage fright. Oh, is the battery's dead? I literally played with it too much before the show. There it is.
You did.
There it is.
What happens when you open the Ark?
There it is. See it? There you go.
Nice.
So Sinners wins the Staff of Ra.
Staff of Ra.
Good job, Sinners. By 1%. That was shocking. 1%.
That was so close. Oh my goodness. I was not expecting that.
Because I thought
people
I
really
knew
like
Sinners was going to rule, but I thought it was going to be between Superman and Sinners. But F1, man.
Well, I'm glad to see F1 made it that far. I was hoping it would win. I was pulling for F1. But
I should have voted for F1, man. I threw my vote away with Sonic 3. Nobody was voting Sonic 3. I'm like, I love Sonic 3. But I should have gone F1. But you guys all love Sinners winning, getting that 4K love right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sinners got a lot of hype last year. I mean, yeah, a lot of people were just praising it. Kluger is a very good director. And yeah, Michael B. Jordan, and good for him. Just going out there and playing those twins and stuff like that. Mr. Hardy did that too in a mob film and stuff like that, playing himself too. That's very, very cool. To Huck's point, you can play, twins and stuff like that too. The cinematography is very good for what I've seen of it, and yeah, great stuff.
Yeah, the music is great. It's like
on Sinners, it's the small thing. Like they brought the IMAX expansion of the screen. I love it when home releases do that. Not enough do.
That's what Dune did for me. Like if any film really, I said to like test out a 4K player and a 4K TV would be films like Dune, films like Sinners, stuff like that, where it can really pop and make you think, "Oh wow, this is pretty good."
But I did love the sounds with F1. Like you felt like you were in a Formula racing car. That was great. All right. Well, Huck, you're up again.
Up again.
Best studio.
All right. Best studio. All right. Nothing really to show, just to brag about the studios. Of course, we had Lionsgate. You guys have been showing off so many fantastic titles through Lionsgate. And not only that, they created their website. Now you got the exclusives there. So that got a lot of notoriety, a lot of people excited. Universal is the other studio that I tossed in there, obviously doing well, continuing with the Jurassic World franchise, and Sony giving us a little bit of a surprise with, it's gonna be golden, gonna be golden. Come on, K-pop Demon Hunters. Who knew that we were postponing, the next Spider-Man Into the Verse movie for this. This is what they're working on, but you can see the talent that worked on Spider-Man was working on that. And I just saw it with my daughter because I was like, okay, she wants to see this K-pop. She's into that. And I was totally entertained. It looked great, sounded good. And then, of course, there's Warner Brothers. Just I've already shown like 3 of these alone. I mean, look, Minecraft, Sinner, Superman, and there was Weapons and Bloodlines. Here we go. I don't have that down here, but the Bloodlines. What is it? Final Destination. They were on fire. One battle after another, just like 7-8 movies in a row, getting over 40 million. So that was the tough one to beat. And may I just say, was anyone able to beat Warner Brothers with that sort of run? Well, the answer is hell no. Warner Brothers takes the Golden Cup. Yes, another indie with a tribble inside to give it extra little goodness.
Does it light up?
No. This is the actual Jesus' cup would not light up, Tony. I mean, I appreciate that.
Doesn't have cotton candy in it either.
But yeah, so we're going with the Holy Grail as the award for Warner Brothers for duking it out with all the studios this year, but absolutely churning out more crowd-pleasing pieces than any of the other ones combined.
Warner Brothers with Hammer with their deal bringing out Curse of Frankenstein. Absolutely pick that sucker up, and Hammer of course with their own version of that too.
Almost release of the year right there. That one.
Yeah, and just how they're working with boutique labels with Arrow and now Vinegar Syndrome. They understand what it means to really work out your catalog and make sure that movies that are just sitting in a warehouse somewhere are able to get another second life and a spotlight shine back on.
Yeah, Vinegar Syndrome working with Warner Brothers, that's huge. And good for them. Going, we'll help you out. Yeah, you have titles, we'll take them. 40, supposedly. So we'll see.
Isn't that great though? It's like you're so worried about some of these other studios, and the one that's getting scooped up by Netflix, and everyone's so worried. It seems to be the one that's like, here's our catalog. Who wants to put it out? We're going to put these out. You put that out. And it's just like
Amazon with MGM. It's still the same thing. You still see those releases, and through Vinegar Syndrome as well. It's crazy.
But I thought it was going to be tougher competition because Sony is great with their SteelBooks and box
Yes, they
sets.
are.
They have some of the best
Yeah.
box sets around. I mean, Columbia Classics, the Frank Capra set. I mean,
Right.
they just do
The
great
Luke
stuff
Font
there.
one, it looks awesome.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that Jurassic World film came out of nowhere. I was needing to watch that one, and that got good reviews. And I was like, wow, I didn't think it would.
Universal, the theme parks, I mean, that's incredible in itself.
Oh,
Epic
Universal,
Universe,
yeah.
they could win off of that. So
Oh,
that was
I
great.
love Universal. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Lionsgate, the Lionsgate limited line, like that is so cool. The treatment they're giving their titles. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, excellent nominees, Huck.
Yeah,
Well,
very
thank
good.
And don't forget that re-release of Jaws 50th anniversary. That was from
Right?
That was stunning to see that in the theater again. Oh, like so good.
All right, next up, we got Best Boutique of 2025. I totally forgot who had this one.
Not me.
Oh, Nate. I think I gave it over to Nate.
Yeah, sorry, I'm letting my dog out. Okay, so there are 4 labels here. I'm gonna go in the order of how they were found. I actually have a visual aid too for you, Mike. So the first one is Second Sight, who unfortunately I think only got like 3% of the vote, which is criminal. And the next one is Shout/Scream Factory, which got the second lowest. And then
That's crazy too. Sorry, that's just nuts. They got second lowest because they're, believe it or not, like I say, they're the ones that released most of the 4K, even though they're re-releases. That's nuts.
Yeah. Well, number 2 was rightfully this label, Criterion, one of the originals. And personally, I think that they had a really big comeback here, personally, because I don't feel like they've been on the top of their game for a while now with all these other labels. So this was great for them. And then the winner is Arrow Video, of course.
Yay!
Everyone's favorite is Arrow Video. So Arrow Video releasing all of the classics that we all love and the cult and fun favorite ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, Deep Blue Sea, like I said, just a
Mask.
Creep Show 2, and like the Jason Goes to Hell and Jason X and what have you. It's like, yeah, and Salem's Lot this year and Mortal Kombat this year. Like, dude, like it may already be a clean sweep.
Yeah, for the value and the price there, I mean, you can get some great Arrow quality stuff for pretty cheap, especially when they go with their Barnes & Noble sale. So to get that mass chunky box for $30, that's incredible.
So good.
I was so happy Arrow won. That was what I was
Yeah, Miss 45, I was surprised when they released that because that's from Abel Ferreira, who did another film called The Driller Killer. Now, he's an interesting director and stuff like that, but I remember seeing Miss 45 in a docu-movie called Tearing the Isles. And they mention films like that. And you're like, well, okay, want to check this out. Sure enough, Arrow pleases us and gives us those chunky boxes of that.
Anybody shocked, though? Like by Second Sight being so little?
I was.
I thought it was going to be, out of those, Second Sight and Arrow were going to be duking it out. If it was me.
But see, here's what I'll say, because I know you guys love Second Sight because you import and all that jazz. I think the more general public don't. I think Second Sight is Second Sight's probably the most niche of all of those, whereas Criterion, Arrow, Shout, those are all kind of prevalent to get here without having to pay a premium. So I think it's that premium that scares people away. So they can't vote on it.
It's region. You have to be region free to get a lot of those.
And you got to have the region free players. So if you don't have that, you're at a disadvantage.
Yeah, because last year they did the French extreme films. They did Inside. They did Martyrs. They did films like that, man. Yeah, High Tension, which I have that 4K of High Tension. That's
I do want to say, and I haven't heard anybody. I mean, I'm not saying just here, but like at all, the label of Hammer themselves, Hammer Studios, and what they're doing this year or last year was incredible.
Oh yeah,
the Curse of Frankenstein, obviously that release, but Captain Kronos, Vampire Hunter,
Screen
Mass Experiment, those kind of very early on takes of Doctor Who. That's essentially what it is.
Yep.
And especially this year, I think this year is going to be huge for them. Like Huck said, yeah, they are a overseas UK label, but they had an incredible year that I just wanted to highlight them.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd recommend one boutique label too. That's Powerhouse Films, aka Indicator. Or
Oh
see if I
yes.
can see this one.
Their release of Thirst, I think it was this year.
This one right here, Perfume of a Lady in Black.
That was
Powerhouse Films is great. They also released Hitchhike. This is probably Mimsy Farmer's best film. This is the greatest cover ever for this. If you haven't checked out Perfume of a Lady in Black, I highly recommend it.
They also did oh, I gotta look at what it is. Well, like Plot of Fear.
Yeah, I have that
out.
one. I haven't watched it yet. Death Carries a Cane is another one that I have looking right at me.
Pretty good too.
All right, very good. Wow. We are now on to the most prestigious category here, the best physical media of 2025. So this is best overall. Pretty much how the nominees were decided here. I just looked at the categories, the polls that got the most votes, and then basically their winner became a nominee. So the 4 categories that got the most votes, they ended up becoming the nominees here. So yeah, let's look at the nominees. Now, once again, I don't own all these titles in the correct way, so just bear with me as I go through these. But the first one up, because the slipcover got so many votes and just got a ton of recognition there, is going to be, of course, the Superman lenticular slipcover, of course. This is a lenticular.
That's hilarious.
I did not get it with the lenticular, so the lenticular I have is the Barb and Star right there. But just imagine.
It's only at Target, huh? I thought they didn't sell it in store.
But just let Tony hold it up.
Okay. Well, you can, but Barb and Star is great, by the way. But yeah, Tony, show the lenticular. You can show.
Tony's already put his stuff away.
No, Tony.
You gotta live with the Barb and Star then, okay? But I thought it was pretty funny. All right. Next up, the Criterion poll got so many freaking votes, and we know the winner of that one was Barry Lyndon. I still don't get it, but okay. So Barry Lyndon there.
That's a nice looking addition too. It's different.
Nice little like digi kind of slip out box. Very cool. And then of course we had to have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on there. Just incredible with the 3 movies. Once again, Arrow just did a great job there. And then of course the winner, which Jake, you can show it and everybody can show it because I do not have the right edition, is going to be the Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, I have that one.
Put that one away.
Y'all suck.
Take it out.
Ooh, look at that.
Oh, blah, 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 blah.
Very deserving winner.
And of course, you get the Freddy Krueger look-alike trophy, which will be this. Enjoy.
Oh,
Freddy, right?
Freddy Krueger scrotum.
But it looks like his face, right? A little bit. Yeah,
well, it looks like the snake. It looks like the snake that's just kind of something else.
There you go. Right? But yes, Nightmare on Elm Street, the 4K Steelbook box set wins the best physical media of 2025. Once again, I don't think anybody's shocked by that. No. You guys were all kind of going for that one.
Makes a lot of sense. Mm-hmm.
I think the only thing that could have given it a run would have been the Turtles box.
That's what I went for.
Sure. There's just so many Turtles fans. Yeah.
Yeah. And plus, it's so cheap right now. Like, if you don't have the Turtles box set, it's like $60 at Barnes & Noble.
Man.
I mean, that's
it's straight up nostalgia from watching the cartoon series as a kid and then seeing that film that's just like based literally off the graphic novels and the comics that are about as dark as those films are. So the first one, at least.
Yeah. But yeah, Nightmare on Elm Street, not really much competition there. That just dominated. So that's excellent. But there we go. Those are all the awards, all the categories that hand out tonight for the final kind of round here as we go and let the audience know where to find us, any upcoming projects. We can also talk about, the future of physical media in 2026. If there's anything we're excited for coming up, any announcements, definitely let the audience know about that as well. But yeah, let's go ahead and kind of land this plane here. So Huck, you look like you are ready. You look very prepared up there. So what do you want to say to the audience? What do you got upcoming in 2026? And what are you looking forward to for physical media?
Well, there's definitely some good stuff coming out. I was just very excited as an old school Peter Sellers Pink Panther fan to start seeing a lot of the Pink Panther movies coming out in 4K. And I think they're going to wrap those up within the year. So it'd be nice to see those go on sale, maybe get a little box set. That'd be something nice to see. But yeah, over on my channel, Hux Pop Culture Cafe, I'm on all the socials, y'all. TikTok, Instagram, here, Facebook, all that good stuff. Just did a morning show every Tuesday morning, so stop on by every Tuesday and get a little whiff of new releases, Hollywood news, and box office numbers and all that good stuff. And I do out of the theater reviews every weekend. I get out. In fact, this weekend the wife's going to a book club, so I'm going to probably go out and see like 3 movies.
Nice.
So I'm very excited to utilize that time. So just be on the lookout for those. And we got a bunch of stuff coming up on the channel this year, including the 52-week movie challenge. We are going to do recaps every single month so that we can just talk about the 4 movies we saw and stay on top of that and make that cinematic journey a blast. I know some of you are part of that. So thanks to everybody that's joining.
All right. And Chris.
So tomorrow I'm doing my best top 10 of 2025 with my slasher bro Darren from Subjective Perspective Collective, Dead Pit, Euro Crypt, all that good stuff. Pay attention for that one. I'm looking forward to. Yeah, we already got future plans. Arrow's bringing out bangers. Like I say, they're bringing out Salem's Lot this month, I think. Later on, of course, Mortal Kombat. People are thinking hopefully it's the first 2. The other 2 I can do without the second one, but still those soundtracks are my childhood. I mean, but yeah, the first one in 4K, yes, please, all day, every day. I'm looking forward to that. Vinegar Syndrome with their newer labels of stuff like that. We got trailers for these classic 50s, 60s shows and stuff like that. One specifically with Boris Karloff. If you've seen the trailer for that one, it looks really good. I forget the name of the series that he's doing. So there's a lot of stuff to come from that too, from Arrow, from Second Sight, obviously, and stuff like that. And to Jordan's point, man, I think Scream Shout Factory has gotten a lot of, unfortunate bad criticism. Sometimes you don't have a choice to do a lot of this stuff too, but to Tony's point, they came out with some great stuff this year and stuff like that. The Mario Bava box set, the 2 sleepaway camps, 2 and 3. Come on. I mean, I was waiting for those for a while. And so the Veil, thank you, Jeff. So yeah, there's a lot of future stuff coming. I think 2026 is going to be a good year, but I think nothing can top really so far 2025. It was a great year for physical media where the rest of the world was going through some unfortunate stuff, but we have this great genre we can escape from, and so great stuff to come.
And Nate? Muted, Nate.
Yeah, no, I was, yeah. Yeah, you can find me on Film Journeys with Nathan Jones. I've had a couple of different iterations, but more or less each week I kind of cover the things that I've been watching and picking up. And so, yeah, do all things physical media. So, but mostly movies. So hopefully you can join for that.
Anything you excited for physical media wise in 2026?
I'm trying to save money, which is going to be really hard to do.
Me too.
But we'll see how that goes. I have a couple of things pre-ordered that I'm excited about, but nothing that like I can think of that's like off the top of my head. Maybe the Arrow. There's like an Arrow edition of something that just came
like Salem's Lot. Salem's Lot or one of those.
Not Salem's Lot. It's coming out in like a couple months, like maybe March or April.
Oh, okay.
Man, I'm blanking on it. But anyway, I pre-ordered that. So, I know what it is. Shoot, what is it? It's the Excalibur. Jeez.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Why can't I think of it? Yeah. Anyway, I'm excited for Excalibur on 4K.
And Jordan.
Yeah, the Movie Den. You can find me here on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff. Upcoming stuff, I've just continued with more trying to do videos as much as I can. Come hang out, talking about physical media, main focus, and movies. And I like to really focus on kind of more of the cult cinema stuff. 2026, I'm excited to see what more Arrow has in line with their partnership with Warner Brothers. After seeing Salem's Lot, one of my hopes is we get the Tim Curry's It miniseries on 4K from Arrow. That just seems kind of the logical next step after Salem's Lot. I'm excited for Hammer for this year.
Yeah.
And I'm also some releases. Really excited for Bay of Blood. We kind of talked about that from Severin. And then after seeing what Grindhouse Releasing did last year with The Beyond, really excited to see Cannibal Holocaust, because they're supposed to be doing this kind of treatment for that movie.
I also heard rumors, because I follow them on Instagram, that they're making the rounds in the theaters with all the colors of the dark. That's a Sergio Martino giallo with Edwidge finish. That's interesting because that was under Severin. So it makes me wonder what they're doing there.
And I'm hoping one day we'll get a 4K of Pieces, but from Grindhouse. But we'll see.
Oh,
anyways,
probably.
That's it.
And Jake?
Probably the biggest 4K announcement so far I'm looking forward to is All the President's Men. Cannot wait.
Oh,
WB is going to knock that release out of the park. I already know it. I'm working on I'm part of a couple of physical media releases coming out in 2026. First one, I produced The Dirties, directed by Matt Johnson. Cannot wait for that to finally get an actual release. It's never had an actual release. It's only had like a Indiegogo DVD Blu-rays printed, so cannot wait. And then I have an essay in the newly announced Universal Monster 45 film box set, that Monsters and Curiosities from Umbrella. So that should also be good. I have a piece on fear and aging in horror films. So there's a lot of meat on the bone on that subject. And then hopefully, fingers crossed, in the next couple of weeks, I'll have an interview with the senior vice president of Lionsgate, Aaron Gershman. I talked to him a year ago about the launch of Lionsgate Limited. We should be talking about how year one went and what the future kind of holds for year two.
Tell them I really appreciated their recent sale, because all their SteelBooks, like their back catalog warehouse stuff, got amazing discounts.
Yeah, The Conversation
Oh my
with
God.
Gene Hackman. That was a big release.
It was.
Yeah, Mike loves that movie.
No, I do not. All right, Tony, you're up.
Yep. You can find me on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. I do a monthly what I purchased video and also what I watch, because I do watch at least one movie every day. I'm looking forward to whatever comes out week to week. I only take it week to week. Sometimes I do pre-orders for the big stuff, but I 100% really want to slow it down in 2026, not buy as much. Of course, I say that after I just bought 15 new slipcovers from Walmart, but that's a special occasion. But yeah,
that's called a Tuesday, Tony.
That's a Tuesday.
That room's pretty maxed out behind you, isn't it, Tony?
Oh, 100%. Both rooms.
I'll make one more point here. Of course, you can find me Black Glove Reviews on that handle and stuff like that, what I talk about. It's coming out, I think, February or later on this month. Friday the 13th, part 2. So that would be my triple dip for that single 4K and stuff like that. So and that's under the Paramount Scares line. So it makes me think that hopefully we get another Paramount Scares box set type of thing. Those 3 films, or what is it, 4? You know, because those are great. And that's a part 2 is a better transfer than part 1 is and stuff like that. So keep my fingers crossed. We get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I doubt it, but it'd be nice to get all the Paramount tapes on 4K.
And I'm very excited for the sales and deals that always happen during the year. So 2 incredible sales going on right now. You got the Amazon 3 for $33, like getting those 3 4Ks for $33. Like, that's incredible. So definitely take advantage of that. And then the Arrow Barnes & Noble 50% off sale.
Right.
If you were patient and you waited on those titles, now you are rewarded. So yeah, that's a great sale as well.
Congratulations, people.
Yeah.
Be patient.
Patience is the key there. But yeah, very excited for that, of course. Other than that, once again, check out these panelists' channels, watch their videos, of course, enjoy their amazing content. All the channel links are in the description below. Also, there is another award show coming up on my channel, and just under a week here, we got the Popular Award Show, where we celebrate the theatrical releases that people loved in 2025. Basically, the popular movies that the Oscars don't recognize as much. We talk about the horror movies people love, action movies, comedies, just the things that kind of get overlooked by the Oscars typically. So please vote in the Popular Award Show polls community tab on the channel if you haven't voted in those. Trying to get as many votes in as possible for that. But other than that, once again, if you haven't done everything yet, like, subscribe, notification bell, hype up the video if you can, leave a comment, even if you're watching a replay here. Just let us know what were your favorite releases of 2025. But other than that, you know, if you're thinking about, should I give him another subscriber? Just think about this in your mind.
Help me get one more.
That's all you got to do. Just help us get one more out there. But other than that, just have a great night, everybody. Have a good one. Go watch your movies.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you all so very much. Thank you to the Academy. Thank you to all of you in this room.
Thank you so much. Wow, 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 wow.
You are original. You are one of a kind.
Actually, having your love is the greatest award in the world every day.